This is Humphrey. Sorry, get out of here, fucking. I'm sorry. Go bamboozle. What's up, wokesters? How you guys doing? It's me, Alan Woke. So this past week I posted on Instagram I was going to do a video regarding Mr. Meaty, this TV show that I watched when I was a kid. I wanted to talk about it, and I was going to make a whole series about things like this, like ruined childhood series, things like that. But I've been getting pretty obsessed with this whole Ben Askren versus Jake Paul fight, and I want to talk about that too because after all it's my channel, and I want to talk about things that I actually like. And I haven't been really feeling like I'm in the mood to talk about Mr. Meaty. And I don't want to force a shitty video out. I think every time I do that, I get so fucking mad at myself for just giving you guys garbage. I don't want to give you guys garbage. I want to give you guys good content. And I think I'm heading in the right direction with my channel. I'm thinking some self-reflection time.
No one cares.
Oh, no one cares?
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Yeah, idiot.
Yeah, so anyways, this Jake Paul and Ben Askren fight, it's been getting pretty steamy out there. The boys' testosterone is flowing through their bodies, and it's nuts to butts so far. I know that a lot of it is just like Jake Paul trying to promote this fight more than anything. And I say Jake Paul alone because, well, Ben Askren has not really been given much of a fuck about the fight. He just seems to not give a flying shit towards Jake Paul in his recent interviews. The video that I wanted to make today, aside from Mr. Meaty, was Ben Askren's recent fight footage versus Jake Paul's recent fight footage, and kind of compare the two in styles and see and kind of determine where I want to kind of determine where I think the fight is going to go, and that kind of thing. So like I wanted to give my amateur perspective, and when I say amateur, I mean I'm not like amateur fighting. I don't do fight. But I do watch a lot of UFC and not so much boxing. So I kind of want to give like it from a spectator point of view where I think the fight is going. I can't talk today. Word not good, fight not also. That wasn't on the script. But then I kind of came across Jake Paul's Instagram, and because I couldn't find the footage that I wanted to on YouTube, and I just had to talk about it with you guys. His Instagram for the past couple posts or weeks or months has been towards the Ben Askren fight upcoming, and it's a lot of that. And he tries to make himself seem so fucking badass, and like he's trying to like show clips of this is what I'm gonna do to Ben Askren, and he touches me again, I'm gonna give him a no bump right on his cheek meat. Only didn't say it nearly as cool as I did, so he lost some points there, obviously. Every time that he tries to seem like a little bit badass in his Instagram post, he just gets bombarded. Not only does he get bombarded with fucking hate comment, well, I don't want to say hate comments, just funny fucking comments, but he also makes himself seem like a fucking joke when it comes to this fight. I'm not going to say Jake Paul has no chance of winning. Do I think he's going to win? I don't think so. Despite how much I know you guys know that I don't like Jake Paul, a lot of YouTubers, a lot of commentary YouTubers from what I've noticed do not like Jake Paul in the slightest. But I separate that from his fighting ability that I've seen so far in his sparring, and I just don't think it's there. A lot of his body language towards Ben Askren as well, and I'll talk about that a little bit as I show some of these posts, just scream, I'm not ready for this level of competition yet. Because after all, he's only fought like, I don't know, three really amateur, almost non-fighters. He's never fought anybody like this. And even Ben Askren during an interview was talking about it, and he said that Jake Paul literally picked the easiest person to go after right now, and he thinks I'm a stepping stone for Conor McGregor, which I'm not. I don't know where he keeps getting that from. And that wasn't a direct quote. But man, this Instagram though, man, it's something. I'm gonna show some of these clips. Yo, your boys get his headphones on. So this is some silly thing he posted. So play that.
That my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks and she's working.
Gotcha.
Come back in. That's my best friend.
Now the video itself. The video itself is like obviously meant to be silly. You know, Jake Paul's fighting a giant robot and he's dancing against his best friend, but the comments is what kills me on this one. So fucking sick. What? Hey, that robot fire. This one stands out to me the most from a psychological perspective. I'm a psychologist, but
The champ is here, baby.
Bro, you inverted 36.
just watch.
The champ is here.
Watch again.
Bro, you inverted 36.
The fact that he slapped his stomach and like shoved him towards his crew showed that Jake Paul didn't want to fight in that very second. He wasn't ready to defend himself, so he pushed him to a safe location where his people would hold Ben Askren. And then he goes on saying, come back over here, come fight me. I just shoved you away 20 feet. Now come fight me. You know damn well Ben Askren cannot go over there and go fight him. Like, it's embarrassing. And then in the beginning, so this part here when Ben Askren said that Jake Paul is embarrassing.
The champ is here, baby.
Bro, you inverted 36.
A guy in the background, I'm assuming one of Jake Paul's, well, I'm assuming he's one of Jake Paul's Team 10 scammers. You're the one who's embarrassing, you're 36. Yeah, you know what, he is 36. But Jake Paul chose this fight, he chose this guy. So what's more embarrassing, the retired UFC fighter fighting a younger kid, or the younger kid trying to fight a retired UFC fighter who just had hip surgery and is also 36? Which one's more embarrassing? Don't answer that. It's inobvious. Jake Paul. Yeah, this is wild. And then this is one of my favorite ones right here, I think.
Super creative.
So this little pre-context. This was footage shot before their big interview together.
On Instagram, ask people for some fucking jokes. Hilarious, buddy. You look old as fuck. Stand up straight when I'm talking to you, bro. Slouching like a bitch. Hey, bro.
When Jake Paul insults Ben Askren, he never looks him dead ass in the eye, and he always turns away at every insult. Like, he's damn near afraid to look him in the eye. And I saw one where they were doing a toe-to-toe weigh-in, I think. That's what Ben Askren stared down Jake Paul, and Jake Paul was supposed to stare down Ben Askren, but he fucking looked straight down as soon as they made eye contact. I don't want to imply anything at all, so I'm not going to, but I'm sure you can understand what I'm trying to say when I think that there is certain issues that cause you to be able to avoid eye contact, and I do have that occasionally. I train myself to be good during job interviews to have eye contact, but outside of that, I fucking can't stand it. So, why would Jake Paul's camera crew focus on Ben and not Jake Paul's crew? Because it just shows the absolute absurdity of the situation that Jake has created. In Ben Askren's face alone, it just shows how embarrassing this has to be, how absurd everything is that's going on right now around him.
Super creative. We're gonna go on Instagram and ask people for some fucking jokes.
I think George TG says it the best. He looks so confused, like, what the fuck is going on? Exactly. He couldn't care. He just couldn't care. Could not care for a care in the world. And then Ben asked me in the comments, I was so scared. This one shows a little bit of Jake Paul's boxing.
I'm not a boxer. Dana White betting against me, he's gonna chicken out of the bet. But tonight, we're betting. I partnered up with DraftKings Sportsbook and new customers.
Okay, so this is an ad for DraftKings. I mean, I'll look at the strikes. I think a lot of Jake Paul's, where Jake Paul's gonna fail at is whenever he's swinging, he keeps everything out so fucking far apart. He's constantly throwing hooks, never keeping it straight, tight, and down the middle. I think that's where a lot of his fuck-ups are going to come at. Because Ben Askren can take a fucking punch. I've seen it multiple times. He has a steel jaw, and he's unfazed by most of it. I think that fucking wide-ass punching stance, it's just going to fuck him. I had to watch myself to make sure I don't look fucking stupid. I'm sure I look pretty stupid. I'm an amateur. I don't know what I'm doing or even remotely talking about for most of this, but I want to talk about this anyways. But so he keeps that wide ass stance open, and I just think that Ben Askren's going to tank all those, and he's just going to go straight up the middle with the uppercut that he's been working on in every single one of his training videos that I've been seeing. Jake definitely does have speed when it comes to those punches, so who knows, maybe he's going to throw a lot of these, so much in fact that Ben just can't keep up, and he's going to get absolutely faded, and he won't have the attempt. He won't have the chance to attempt anything down the middle. Who knows? Who fucking knows? I mean, Jake Paul clearly has the power in his hands. So does Ben Askren. I mean, they both look comparatively pretty good, honestly. So it's an anywhere fight. I think that Ben Askren has much better endurance, as from his wrestling experience, being one of the top 10 wrestlers in the Olympics. I think he has a lot of endurance ability, and I think it's definitely going to help him out during boxing, because boxing is a lot of like moving around, a little motion. Who the fuck knows, man? My money is completely on Ben Askren. I think that he just has the overall ability that Jake Paul hasn't. Is that ability? I think that Ben Askren has the overall experience and know-how of what he's doing versus Jake Paul, who's only fought like 3 non-competitive fighters who weren't even fighters. I think 2 of them was like Nate Robinson, and the first guy he fought weren't only fighters. Nate Robinson was a fucking basketball player. Yeah, I think Ben Askren's got it. But we'll know in 3-4 days. I don't know what today is. But yeah, that's gonna be it today, guys. I didn't have a lot going on. I wanted to work on the Mr. Meaty video, and that is gonna happen. I definitely want to do a childhood ruin series on this channel. I'm always trying to figure out things to do on the channel that's not done to fucking death on YouTube and things like that. I mean, I know commenting on Jake Paul isn't completely original, but it's still fun to do. But thank you guys. Make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. I'm being told this is a YouTube channel and not my video diary for little old me. As always, go check out Wasted Respawn, my content team that I am a part of and edit videos for now. Go check out the YouTube channel for that. We're posting a lot of like different content. A lot of content similar to this now, which I don't fucking mind one bit, but we're also doing a Minecraft series, we're doing Apex, we're doing commentary videos. We did an emo sing-along challenge, which I thought was pretty fun, considering how long my fucking hair has gotten. And I refuse to shave it because it's not a phase, Mom. It's who I am. It defines me. You can't take that off. Why do I always end up like doing a fake cry during one of these videos? I don't know why it's my go-to, but I still do it every single time. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Looking forward to the fight. Let me know down below in the comments who you think is going to be the ultimate victor here. Why you think that would be awesome to know as well. I love hearing different perspectives on these kind of things. I mean, obviously I'm not a fucking expert by any means, but I still have a perspective when it comes to fighting, I think. Alright, stay woke, guys.